Hey, how are you? Genius, Sean Miller here. Uh, Having a little technical issue right now, so Paul should be joining. Couldn't hear the microphone. Um, just want to kind of make sure I can hear them. There we go. And there's the echo of the YouTube. So, ahead of these games, there's some games on already. Let me kind of pull those up. Let's see what the score is, if there is any. AZ Alkmaar already up 2-0. Fifth minute penalty. Pavlidis with 2 goals already. Wow. Oh, there he is.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear you.
Good.
AZ Alkmaar already up 2-0. They already they overturned the 2-0 on aggregate in the matter of 14 minutes here in
I had no time to turn on the TV.
yeah, it's Lech Poznan is up 1-0 against Fiorentina. Remember, they're down 4-1, so that game doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
To be honest, Fiorentina needs to go. So two of the games already started. The AZ and Anderlecht should be interesting because that right now it's headed to it's extra time. Obviously, there should be more goals in that. Big news today: Juventus 15
Yeah.
and
Fresh.
overturned. So Juventus right now is back up into third in the Serie A standings. Let's see if they've updated those standings yet.
Yeah, and one of the finalists, Milan or Inter, will be out of the Champions League next season. No, eventually both of them because they're now fifth and sixth.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, AC Milan, the defending champions as well. But yeah. Look, I mean, no, it's pretty crazy stuff. I don't understand how you had enough info to ban them, and then now you don't ban them. But it is what it is, and Juventus is playing.
Politics and sports
You're not kidding.
has never been good.
Yeah, that's right. You're not kidding. It is. It's pretty interesting. Um, Juventus is. Juventus has a chance to be in the Champions League anyway. They're still in the Europa League, so it's pretty interesting. Um, did you watch any of those games yesterday? I'm sure you watched a lot of them.
Really, I didn't pay much attention. I watched the score, so I watched the final minutes of Inter Benfica.
Crazy
Ne-
minutes. I had it.
David Neres, man, he hit the woodwork. He hit the post.
Oh
It,
man.
it was not. It wasn't counted like on target.
Yeah. The shot. Yeah, it's got to be going in. No, that's. I always find that really a weird.
If the goalkeeper had pushed it away, it would have they would have counted it as on target probably. But
Yeah, I never. You never know. Going on target. It has to be going in the net. But if the keeper makes a save, it counts. But even though it could be going wide, I always find those things are pretty dodgy. But so 6 more games today: Roma, Feyenoord, Sevilla, Manchester United, Sporting, Juventus, Union Saint-Gilloise, Bayer Leverkusen. Those are all Europa. Nice, Basel, West Ham, and Ghent. Any thoughts on these games today?
I think Leverkusen will win, but that was at first. I really lately the last few months I'm not that much into the team's lineups and
Shots,
despite
more individual stuff.
yeah, even though I'm still following pretty much the outcome of the games and the standings and this and that, but I'm not much into the details. But looking at Leverkusen, yeah, I think it's, even though there is always one team, unexpected team that goes deep into the knockout stages. Do you remember the Ukrainians who were Zorya Luhansk or Dnipro one that reached the final of the Europa League? I think like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Zorya Luhansk?
Uh, it was some Ukrainian team, not counting Shakhtar Donetsk and Dynamo Kiev.
Let me see. Who was that? Oh yeah, in 2015, Dnipro.
Dnipro. Yeah,
Yes, they lost to Sevilla 3-2 in that crazy game.
yeah.
Yep,
So
the final was in Poland, Warsaw. Yep. Yeah, you forget. Sometimes you forget about those teams. It's just it's been so dominated by.
there is always one that have a long run, at least to the semis. Not in every tournament, but in at least one surprise. There is must be one surprise.
I think that's going to be Feyenoord this time.
Ah, it will it be a surprise? They played in the final last year, so I think they are both evenly matched. So come on.
Yeah, no, yeah, they played in the conference. Yeah, I don't know. You like Leverkusen? I think you said today, right, against
Yeah,
USG.
yeah, but that's based literally only on the names and my way of thinking.
Yeah. I actually think USG could get there. I think I think they've been that would be a surprise if Union Saint Gilloise made a semifinal, and played Feyenoord Rome. I the fun if Manchester United, look, this is a tough game against Sevilla today. Juventus, Manchester United, Juventus would be a big time semifinal if they played Manchester United Sporting as well. But if it's USG and Feyenoord in the other semifinal, I think it's almost like the Champions League here, where Real Madrid and City, are everyone's talking about them, and no one's really talking about the other, other than the fact that it's a San Siro semifinal. But
Yeah, I'm more excited about the Italian semifinal.
I think it'll
I,
be more intrigue. It'll be a closer.
yeah, I've watched Pep crashing out of Spanish team so many times. I watched City with Real last season and 3 seasons ago, I think, when they eliminated us, or 2 seasons ago, I don't remember. This is the funny stuff. Last season, Real Madrid, in the last 16, they played Chelsea. At the quarters, they played PSG, and at the semis, they played City.
That was the
This,
greatest run through the history of. That was the
yeah,
greatest run
yeah,
ever.
yeah, yeah. Listen, this season they're absolutely the same, but the only difference is they played at the last 16. They played. This is the only change. They played PSG, not Chelsea, and they played Chelsea at the quarters, and now City again. It's absolutely the same.
About that.
Ain't that funny?
They played.
But in the final, it can't be Liverpool.
Thank God for that.
What's up, something like Man United and. Hey, don't forget this is Sevilla's tournament. Yeah, and I was just going to ask you about your team.
No,
Since
I look. There's a lot. They have a lot of players back today. Rashford's back. Shaw's back. Bill. I look. I think. Bill. I'm not. I don't know about. I think this Feyenoord team is offensively. I was really impressed by them last week. I wouldn't. Personally, I'm not touching that game. Leverkusen, I know Paul likes. I think they're a better team, but this USG team has something around it. It's weird. I like West Ham today a lot. I think Manchester United wins. I think they score some goals today. They're good. They had look in the last two games. They could have had 20 goals. If they're clinical today, which they're not always clinical. If they're clinical, then I think they're in good shape. I haven't seen the lineup yet.
Yeah, this is the bad thing. Last night, David Neres came in the second half. He didn't play, but still, imagine if he had played from the beginning. Uh, don't forget, this is a village tournament, and the guys coming back from injuries is not necessarily a good thing because they haven't played in some time and they might be rusty.
Well, Rashford's only been out for 10 days, 2 weeks. Shaw's only been out. Shaw hasn't been out for very long. So it's I just think they're gonna win the game. I mean, but
Yeah, probably they have a lot more quality. And if it's gonna be over 2.2.5 goals, it's probably both teams gonna score.
yeah. Look, I think the problem is where if I don't know if Malacia is back. If Shaw is back healthy, I think Shaw goes to center back. I think you play Bissaka and Wan-Bissaka and Dalot like the other day they did. Ericsson, Casemiro, Rashford, Anthony, Sabitzer is back. So that could be interesting.
The goal, the top scorer.
Who's Sabitzer?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's he's. I think, Bill. I would say I would wait to see the lineups, but he trained, so I would say yes. I'm sure he's going to play. I mean, he played through a broken back last year, and he was so banged up. I mean, he's healthy this year. That's why he's playing well and scoring goals.
Probably. I'm not so confident he's gonna play. He's gonna start.
Yeah, we'll see. If it's Rashford and
More like around the 60th minute.
yeah, we'll see. Bill, the lineups will be out in a couple minutes. Hey, pipe down. If it's yeah, it's a tough when you're playing here these games because they don't they're already up 4-1. The tie's pretty much over. Unless they get smoked today. I know they're down 1-0, but they'll score a goal here at some point and they'll take the 3-goal advantage back. 1-1. That's the problem with it's the same thing with the City game yesterday.
No motivation to win.
Yeah. They know if they score a goal, you're not losing 4-1. Fiorentena's not going to lose 4-1. The City's not going to lose 4-1. 2-0's a little bit different, like Inter was yesterday, and that game was pretty crazy. And they were up 3-1. The game was
it went the wrong way from the beginning.
Yes. But yeah, I for me today, United I think wins the bet. I think West Ham is probably wins pretty comfortably. Nice Basel, I just don't know. It's 2-2 on aggregate. There's probably going to be some goals in that tie. You can get, I think the over in that is 115. Sorry, over in that is plus 100. Wow. 2-2 last time out, and the over in that's plus 100. So that's pretty interesting to me.
Where is Foxy tonight?
I don't know. Maybe he's getting ready to watch his favorite team, Manchester United, play. I think he's a secret Manchester United fan. Bill, what about the? I know, Bill, you got any? The Rays won pretty big yesterday. NBA, the NBA games are pretty interesting.
Yeah, Milwaukee won
Without Giannis.
without Giannis. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that series will switch now. Tonight you got Warriors -6, Sixers -4.5 is the early game. Suns and Clippers. Suns -3.5 going to LA. That's the only series where they're playing every other day. I don't really understand that, but it is what it is. Will you be watching or following? Are you gonna get up early to watch the Warriors?
Now this is the West playing, and I don't know how early is here the Eastern game, because the East games are easier for me to watch. Besides the weekends when they start early. Here he is.
Sevilla.
Hey Foxy, I have a question for you. Do you know the only team right now who has at each position, from goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forwards, one of the top 5 or one of the top most worthy players with highest market value?
Which is the only team?
Yeah, that has at each position a player
with the top 5 market value.
Yeah.
Are you asking me or Foxy?
Everyone. I will leave that as food for thought.
Oh, Manchester City.
And I'm going to put now my shoes on because I have to go play football. To teach football on the field.
You're gonna go play right now?
Yeah.
All right. Vamos. Is it Manchester City?
Nope.
Is it a Premier League team?
That narrows it very much. Nope.
Real Madrid?
Yeah, of course.
Real Madrid. Lisbon or Juventus, Bill?
You have a lot more details.
There you go.
Next week.
All right.
About these things.
Still looking at baseball, thinking Warriors early, 76ers, Nets can't compete. I think the Nets get one of these next 2, maybe tonight, but I'm not sure. Sixers haven't played very well. Foxy, thoughts on Juventus getting their 15 points back? Interesting. Yeah, look, the baseball, I don't know. I just looked. Foxy, I gave out on ESPN for Saturday. I gave out Newcastle on Sunday Newcastle on Sunday -110. I think they beat Tottenham. Yeah, and Comunicaciones 5-1 win at +220. Yep, Foxy, man, we got to get you on. We got to get you your own show on here, and you could just give people all your winners. Just waiting, trying to see this lineup. Usually the lineup's leaked by now.
I see them usually in the European tournaments around exactly an hour or 70 minutes before kickoff, something like this, not earlier. Okay, I have to go.
All right.
Everyone, a good day, a lot of profit, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good day, and thanks for tuning in. And see everybody tomorrow.